seconds and counting.
Hey, what's good, guys? It's Clutch here and Essam here, back in another video. And for today's video, we're going to be talking about the Houston Texans. And the Houston Texans just had an insane comeback win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For the most part, during the game, they were pretty inconsistent. I mean, the offense in the first half especially was pretty bland, pretty horrible. I think it was only like 142 total yards on offense in the whole first half alone. Compared to in the third quarter alone, I think they had like 220 or something like that. So that's a big part of why they won this game. The second half offense, and I would say the second half defense for the most part. The defense did kind of sell, especially at the end of the game. They did let Cade Otson score a touchdown with I think like 46 seconds left. CJ Stroud only had 46 seconds left to drive down the field with 2 timeouts. Really one timeout, because I mean one was wasted on a dumb Dalton Schultz. He tried to do a little bit too much on the second catch. The first catch was good. I mean, he was in the middle of the field. You obviously had to take the timeout. But the second catch, he tried to do a little bit too much. He should have just got straight out of bounds. He tried to like stay in, do a couple moves. He should have just got straight out of bounds, save that timeout. I mean, in the end, I can't complain. We won. We got down the field and we won. But really only 1.5 timeouts. I'm going to just say 1.5. 46 seconds, 1.5 timeouts, 75 yards. CJ Stroud takes the team down 75 yards thanks to Dalton Schultz and Tank Dell. And you got to give credit to the offensive line, not taking any sacks. I mean, they could have easily let one of Tampa Bay's defenders, maybe a Devin White blitz or like a Vita Vea, just get pressure and then force CJ Stroud to get out the pocket, maybe throw the ball away or even take a sack, and that would really have messed things up. But credit to the offensive line, credit to Tank, obviously credit to CJ Stroud, probably the best rookie quarterback we've seen. I don't want to go crazy, but probably one of the best rookie quarterbacks we've seen in history. I mean, have we ever seen a rookie quarterback play this good, this efficient, no turnovers, 46 seconds to come back and win the game? He set a record of most passing yards by a rookie today. I think the record was by Andrew Luck. It was like 435 or 433 or something like that. And CJ Stroud smashed that record. He had 470 total passing yards. And I mean, first half again, he wasn't the best. First half he was pretty inconsistent, pretty mid. He did have a couple of pretty bad throws. Both of them were to Tank. Tank was wide open on a fade route, just straight up missed him. And then Tank was wide open on an out route, straight up missed him. But second half, he made up for it. Of course, he hit Tank on the plays that were needed to be hit, especially on that touchdown. The first touchdown was like a stop and go. And then, of course, the second touchdown where Tank just... I don't even know. My emotions are so high. I don't even remember what happened, really. I just saw a touchdown and got really excited. But throughout the game... it was a pretty high-scoring game, 39-37. The run game, it did not work at all. Devin Singletary had 13 carries, only had 26 yards. Xavier Hutchinson almost had half of that in just 1 carry alone. CJ Stroud, he had an interesting, I guess you could call it a carry. Technically, it was a carry. That one play where Devin Singletary pitched it out to CJ Stroud, that was kind of scary. I got scared CJ was going to drop it at first, but he did a great job to hold on to that football. That was pretty interesting to see. Noah Brown, that's a very surprising game for him. 6 receptions, 157 total yards, 26.2 yards per catch, including a 75-yard touchdown. He scored 1 touchdown. Dalton Schultz, 10 catches, 126 yards, a touchdown. Tank Dell, 6 catches, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nico Collins, 3 catches, 54 yards, 18 yards per catch, 1 touchdown. John Mechie, he had 1 pretty nice catch. He did end up exiting the game with the rib injury. That was kind of sad to see. I was hoping he'd play a little bit more because it looked like he was starting to become a little bit more involved. He caught 1 ball for a first down. It was like an underneath little drag. Caught the ball, able to pick up a couple extra yards. It looked like he was going to at least have a couple more catches, maybe be a little bit more involved, but he did end up exiting with the rib injury. In terms of the defense, we did get a couple of sacks. They credited Will Anderson with a full sack. At first, I thought it was listed as a half sack. I think it was split between him and I don't know who else. I think it was one of the other defensive linemen. It was credited, I think, with Ridgeway getting half of the sack and Will Anderson getting half of the sack. This was earlier, but now it's officially listed as Will Anderson got a full sack. So Will Anderson got 1 official sack. Let's see who else. Khalil Davis got a full sack. He played pretty good today. I mean, he had some pretty good pressure. Steven Nelson, he pretty much got burned, got cooked by Mike Evans pretty much all game. I mean, it's kind of, I don't want to say expected. I would hope he would have done a better job. That deep ball was insane. He just simply outran him. Steven Nelson had no business. He just got outran. I mean, it is what it is. MJ Stewart got hurt. Jimmy Ward got hurt. Will Anderson got a little banged up. He was able to come in and out, back and forth. I want to say too many concerning injuries. If I had to think, though, I think Jimmy Ward's probably going to miss at least 2 to 3 weeks. It looked like a hamstring injury, and as we know, hamstring injuries are just not good. They're not lucky, and it doesn't look like it's going to be good for him. Probably going to miss a little bit, but I guess it is what it is. We're just going to have to make do with what we have. I still think we should have made a move for a secondary guy before the trade deadline, but I mean, it is what it is at this point. Nothing more you can do. But yeah, pretty fun game overall. Most fun I've had watching a Texans game, especially at the end. I just had a feeling that it's not over. 46 seconds, 2 touchdowns. CJ Stroud on the sideline, the way he was on one knee, watching Tampa Bay drive down the field on his defense. I just had a feeling it wasn't going to be over. CJ Stroud's not going to go out like this. He's having an insane game. He already had 4 touchdowns, nearly 400 yards. He's going to go back. He's going to at least get close to scoring, and that's what he did. He scored. He almost had 500 total passing yards. 5 touchdowns. He was at 470 exactly. 5 total passing touchdowns. I mean, you just don't see that as a rookie. You don't see that as a 5-year vet. You don't really see any quarterback doing that. You see Patrick Mahomes doing that every once in a while. You see Josh Allen. I think he's done it a couple of times. You've seen Joe Burrow do it. You only see the elite doing it. And CJ Stroud, he's in his what? This is his, I think it was his 8th career start. So you don't see guys in their 8th career ever start being what? I think it's 21, 22, I believe. You don't see guys like him doing it. And Tank Dell, we need to also have another talk about Tank Dell. Tank Dell was phenomenal. He was there for CJ Stroud. He was wide open on a couple of occasions where CJ Stroud just missed him. Tank, it looked like he was open all day. Tank had a field day today against the Bucs. Nico Collins, he did have one drop that's pretty notable. I mean, for the most part, he did his job. He did his job as the big body. He had one catch that was ruled out of bounds. I mean, yeah, it was clearly out of bounds. But he had one where he just snagged it over the defender. That was pretty cool to see. But yeah, pretty fun game overall. I loved it. Defense definitely needs to get better, but we are going to be missing some pieces in MJ Stewart and Jimmy Ward probably. Hopefully Derek Stingley can come back within at least by the Bengals game. When do we play the Bengals? Well, never mind. We play the Bengals next week, actually. I don't think he's going to be back for the Bengals game. But hopefully he can come back soon. At least before the end of the month. At least by Thanksgiving. But the way things are looking right now, I don't think so. But we definitely need to get him back. Maybe Eric Murray. I think it was expected for him to miss at least most of the season, though. So who knows? But yeah, it's pretty fun. We're 4-4. I personally still think the division is out of reach. I don't think we're going to be in contention for the South, but I definitely do think we can make a run for that wild card spot, and I hope Houston can do it. It's been fun. Let's keep going, but it's been Cut City Entertainment, and I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.